Hello, this is Coping with Donald, March 12th, 2025. I am Phil. I just want to bring up the stock market for a few minutes. As we know, the stock market has had tough times. It's rallying very nicely today. Uh, the charts that I follow, the people who analyze those charts, they bring up a lot of points where you should buy, where you should sell, where you should get bearish or bullish, or where you should think that we're definitely bullish or bearish. Right now, we're in a limbo in between. We're not bad enough to be bearish yet, believe it or not, or a bear market. We can be bearish. And in that case, it means any rally, you sell it. They are talking about having positions at the end of this week. For example, it would be great if the SPY finished above $565 a share. It's based on higher highs, higher lows, and lower lows. But basically, they really want to look to see where the market finishes the week and then the month. That's how far in advance they look. So they wouldn't necessarily have predicted today's rise or yesterday's fall. I just want to bring out how it's connected with Donald Trump. Donald Trump could do one thing to turn this market around, and that would be to say we're not going to have tariffs, we're not going to impose tariffs, we're going to take away the tariffs we imposed, we're not going to have tariff wars with people. People know now that tariffs are going to lead to higher prices, so they're anticipating this. The inflation came in a little lower today at 0.2 instead of 0.3 for 1 month, for the last month. I have a feeling that some of that has to do with some drastically lowering of rents. I would think that makes up a big part of your inflation basket or your products basket. And I think rents are going down a little bit, and so they could go down a significant amount, and the rest of the basket doesn't really change, and yet it'll look pretty good on the inflation report. Excuse me. But until he gets rid of that tariff fear, there's nothing else to really raise the consumer sentiment. I almost said that wrong. Consumer sentiment. Which is doing very badly right now. That's because when people look, what do they see? They see threats of war. They see Ukraine not doing as well, certainly not with the policies in Washington. They see the Canada conflict, the Mexico conflict, the tariffs conflict. They see loss of jobs due to Elon Musk firing people. They know that those people being fired are not going to now go out, go to the movies, go to a restaurant, buy some steak instead of Spam. They know it's going to affect their spending. And then that snowballs into other people losing their jobs and etc. They see the lack of farm labor picking the crops to get the crops to market, which is going to put a lot of stress on farmers. They see all of these things, and when you combine it with the fact that we had all-time highs a little while ago, and that our market is, by most metrics, overpriced, it's a wonder to me. I mean, of course it had to go down, at least for a while. It's a wonder to me that financial advisors were not advising their actual personal clients to lighten up ahead of this. But they never seem to, do they? So, that is what's moving the stock market. And now, because it's had such a jolt, I think the NASDAQ went down 7% in 6 trading days or something. Because it's had such a jolt, all the technical factors are kind of out of whack. That's why we had to kind of wait to see what direction we're going. So if you're one of those people, it's like, I can't miss that first day of gains, which today is the first day of gains, because, that's, I just can't, because they're going to be so wonderful. And then you see what happens the last 3 days. Why is it that they always bring up that point that you don't make any money in the stock market if you miss the 10 best days of the year? But they never say you're going to lose money in the stock market. Or, wait a minute, I'm sorry. You'll make more money in the stock market if you miss the 10 worst days of the year. And nobody gave that warning. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on the stock market. Basically, if you're a long-term investor, yes, now you have no choice. You really should hold until the end of the week, until the end of the month, and somebody can say positive things about if we reach this level, then we'll go up. I don't know what to tell you on that. And no, I don't have any stocks I'm recommending. So, this has been Coping with Donald, and all these things are attributed to Donald, and he can stop them. He could stop them. Don't believe, by the way, that he wants the stock market to go down so that he can take a military takeover America or whatever rumors are being spread. I'm sure that's not the case. I hope that he's not manipulating markets and giving inside information on what he is going to say and do to his affluent friends. That would, can you imagine 4 years of that? We'll all be broke if we're not one of his affluent friends. Good luck in the market. Be careful if you can. I know once you're down a bit, you always want to regain that, and it hurts to give up on it a lot. But make that conscious decision now, okay, people? Take care.